here's a question for you. Is it easier? Does it take more energy to love someone and forgive them, or more energy to hate them and continue to ruminate about how you or them did you wrong? The reason I asked that question, a couple weeks ago, a friend of mine asked me that question. She said, I think it takes more energy to love someone than it does to hate them. And I thought about that, and I said, here's my cut at it. I think in the short run, it's easier to hate and not forgive somebody because it stirs up this energy within us, and it is moving the energy into ruminating about what they did wrong to us. But in the long run, that negative energy within us just continues to fester, and it can lead to stress, weight loss, anxiety, obviously, and just a sense of just frustration and anger, and it just feeds on each other. To love, I think, is harder, at least initially. It's harder to do what Jesus says, forgive your enemies, turn the other cheek, Father, forgive them, they know not what to do, all that good stuff that Jesus lived and modeled for us. But I think in the short run, it's harder to forgive and love somebody. But once we do that, once we push through the need really within us to ultimately forgive someone and do our best to love them with compassion, I think in the long run, that's easier. It takes less energy in the long run because we move into the solution. We don't stay stuck in the problem. We learn what the hurt has caused us and how it is inviting us to grow. So I think the answer is, at first it's easier to hate somebody, refuse to forgive them, ruminate about all the ways we or them cause problems. But in the long run, I think it takes less energy after the initial push up the hill of forgiveness and compassion to love them. So the question becomes, how do we do it? Intellectually, it's not like we can just flip a switch and all of a sudden be, forgiving for someone, because let's be honest, we all get hurt in life. It's part of the existence of life. Sometimes we hurt ourselves, sometimes other people's behavior and words and actions or inactions hurt us. And so that's just a natural part of life. But I'm finding I need a spiritual tool to help me integrate forgiveness into my life. And last year I went on a retreat, a 10-day retreat. And the first thing the retreat master said is, we're going to spend the first couple days learning how to forgive yourself first, and then how to forgive others. And the simple practice he taught us was to initially spend some time in quiet time, and then in your own heart space, whisper to yourself or out loud and say, I forgive you for not understanding. I forgive you for not understanding. And as we sit there, just process just the things that we have to forgive ourselves for. Because the honesty is, we're not all perfect. We all make mistakes. And when we're honest with ourselves in that sense and go back and forgive ourselves for not understanding who we are or what we did or why we're like that, then we begin to let go of that. We don't go down the rabbit hole that the instructor taught us. Don't go down the rabbit hole of thinking about why to do this. Don't intellectualize the forgiveness that you're offering yourself. Just whenever something comes up, say, I forgive you for not understanding. And as you kind of run out of things to forgive yourself for, then go into the second phase, which is think about the people that have hurt you in your life, the people that have not treated you the way that you wanted them to, that haven't loved you the way you wanted them to. And then you bring them to mind one by one and offer the same words to them. I forgive you for not understanding. I forgive you for not understanding. One by one, allow your heart to bring to light those people that you need to forgive, that perhaps you don't want to forgive, or you do want to forgive, but you just don't have the tool to do it. So you bring them to mind slowly and carefully in that quiet space. And as God brings them one to one in mind to us, we say that simple phrase, I forgive you for not understanding. So that's a simple practice. And what the retreat master instructed us to do is bring that into your day, your daily life, because at times we don't forgive ourselves. We're mad at ourselves for being imperfect, or we ruminate about who hurt us or more people hurt us. So that simple tool of I forgive you for not understanding is one of the practices that we can use so that day by day, bit by bit, we're literally rewiring our brain to be focused upon forgiveness and compassion, first for ourselves and then for those that hurt us. It allows us to let go of the pain that life causes us through our experiences with ourselves and other people. It becomes the tool that we can use in our spiritual toolbox to begin to allow ourselves to stop ruminating, stop going back to the past. You can't change the past. Don't go down the rabbit's hole of, remembering over and over again how we hurt ourselves or how others hurt us. Just move on with that simple, heartfelt prayer, basically, of I forgive myself for not understanding. I forgive this person, whomever they are, for not understanding. So try that and see how it goes. I'm still working on it too. I'm not saying I've got this stuff that's down pat. It's a daily practice for me, for myself, forgiving myself and forgiving others who have hurt me without even understanding perhaps why others have hurt me. I don't need sometimes if there's not a conversation with that person because they don't want to talk, then I can't go down the path of trying to reconcile. I can simply offer in my quiet time, I forgive that person for not understanding. And if there is an opportunity to meet with the persons that have hurt us, then yeah, we've allowed our space within us not to be in that angry, self-protective space. We're more in that heartfelt space of I forgive you for not understanding. And then if the conversation unfolds, we can offer it with love and understanding to recognize what was the problem or problems and how can we move into solutions. So I just invite you to use that practice. I think the answer to my friend's question, is it harder to love someone and forgive them or harder to hate them? I think the answer is, for me at least, I think the energy first. It seems easier to not forgive them, to hate them, to ruminate about what we did to ourselves or others did to us. But I think in the long run, using the tool of forgiveness, I forgive you for not understanding, I forgive me for not understanding, opens the door so we can release that negative energy and feel that we are living a life of loving God, loving ourselves, and loving others as best we can. So practice that. Let me know how it goes and have a great day. God bless.